Welcome to Homestyle Southern Cooking, where we feature Missouri Southern's brightest and finest. Today's guest is Spanish professor Ruben Galve. He'll be showing us how to make a traditional Spanish dish called tortillas de patata. And later, I'll be showing you 2 ways you can recreate this dish in a dorm-approved cooking appliance. So come on, let's get started. Welcome back to Homestyle Southern Cooking. Today we're joined in the studio by Ruben Galve. He's the newest Spanish teacher here at Missouri Southern. Hola, Ruben.
Hola.
How are you today?
Very good, thank you.
Yeah, it's hot out there.
I know, and humid.
Okay, so where are you from?
I'm from Sevilla, Spain.
Sevilla, Spain. Now, how is that compared to Joplin in size and stuff?
Very different. Sevilla is just much bigger. It's a big city in Spain, and it's very condensed. You know, you can compare it to, I guess, the Northeast in the U.S., right? The big cities like Boston, New York. Everybody's so close, big apartments, and right. It's not so much just spread out houses like here.
Everybody's pushed together, very close to each other.
No personal space.
I don't know if I would like that. I bet it's beautiful, though.
It is. Yeah.
What brought you to America? What made you come here for the first time?
Basically, I started meeting a lot of American students while I was undergrad over there, and I learned about this program, Texas Tech University. Basically, when you graduated from the university, you go to Texas Tech, get a master's in literature, Spanish literature, and teach at the same time. So I learned about this program thanks to all the students that I met, and so I decided to come here. Why not?
So you came to America, and when was that?
That was 2007.
And you studied here? Did you get your degree here?
My undergrad was in Universidad de Sevilla in Spain. And then I did study abroad 1 semester, Texas Tech. And then came back to Spain, graduated. And then right after, about a month later or so, I came back here. And that's when I started my master's here in the U.S.
What was your bachelor's degree in?
It was in tourism, business, and administration.
Tourism, business administration. So that means you travel a lot.
Basically. I wish. No, not really. No, all it is it's just the way I always compare it to is like international business, the same type of classes and courses, but just focused on the tourism industry. So hotels, travel agencies.
So it is very travel-based.
Yeah.
Well, that's very nice. It's kind of like the perfect degree if you like to travel.
Yeah.
So you came back to America, and where did you go for your master's degree?
Texas Tech University.
Okay, and you graduated there. You met your wife there.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me about that.
I actually met her I believe my first year. I think it was my first year there. I taught 1 year, and then during the summer, she needed a Spanish tutor, and I was just trying to make some extra money, and so that's how we met. And then we just met once, and then we didn't really see each other for about 4 years, something like that.
Wow.
And then we ran into each other randomly one day,
and it was like, there it was.
Yeah.
Well, you guys have a beautiful baby now.
Thanks.
Enrique, he's named after your father, right?
That's right.
Did you get married in Texas, or did you go back to Spain?
In Texas, yeah.
Did your family come out for that?
Yeah.
Oh, I bet it was beautiful.
That was great.
And so you have a lot of brothers and sisters. You're the baby of how many?
6.
And were you, did you go through that whole teased a lot by your older brothers and sisters?
Not really, just because they were so much older than me that some of them were already out of the house.
Have you guys considered moving back to Spain, or are you going to stay in America?
The idea for now is to stay here.
Yeah.
The unemployment in Spain is terrible.
Really?
It's, I believe it's about 25%. So there's really no options to move, which is fine.
It's a good place to retire to.
Yeah. We would love to move back, but
Yes.
right now it's not an option.
I see, I see. So you had mentioned to me before that you used to be very active in sports.
Yeah.
What sports did you play?
I used to play indoor soccer, which it's very different than the indoor soccer that you guys play here. And I just running a lot. I would run just what we call in Spain popular races. Basically, you know, like just 10Ks and
The
stuff like
5K,
that.
half marathons.
5K.
Have you been running those in Joplin?
No, the last one I ran, I'm completely out of shape now, but the last one was the hottest half in Dallas, like 2 years ago or something like. No, three years ago.
Well, there's a lot of races to be run in Joplin.
I know, I've actually seen that.
Isn't
yeah.
that crazy? The color races, the memorial races. There's races for everything, it seems like.
I know.
So what made you stop being so athletic?
I don't know. That's a great question. Lazy, I guess. I don't know. There's no excuse really.
Let's spin that. You've been so busy with your studies and education.
Yeah.
That's a better spin than lazy.
Yeah, that's true. Thank you.
You're welcome. So you had said that you've been going to the field and trying to learn to punt the football. So from what you're saying, you mean the traditional American pigskin.
Yeah, I'm a bigger fan of American football now than soccer.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Have you been to many games?
Yeah, I've been to many college games when I was at Texas Tech. I've also been to college games here with my wife, and I've also been to one NFL game, which was very different.
What game was that?
Dallas Cowboys.
Is that your favorite team? Do you have a favorite team?
Yeah, I would say probably Cowboys and the Chargers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Two very good teams.
I will say though, I'm really getting into the Chiefs because
You just
Kansas.
want some fans, so.
No. I'll tell you why. It's a good. I guess I don't know. It makes sense because Kansas City and Sevilla, my hometown, they're sister cities.
Are they?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Can you explain that?
Honestly, I don't know much about it. I will say that if you go to Kansas City, there's a big tower, and I don't know the name of it, but it's basically a replica of our big Giralda Tower in Sevilla. It's like a really tall, Moorish tower.
I had no idea.
And then Sevilla has an avenue. One of the biggest avenues is called Avenue of Kansas City. You know, so I don't really know what it entitles, but like, I guess sister
City. I'm going to look that up. That is so interesting. So Kansas City Chiefs, we're going to say that's his favorite team. That's a good one. You're going to get a lot of fans around here from that.
If you ask me next year, I'll probably say that one.
Okay, good. Right. So I also was seeing that we have a lot in common. Okay. You love photography. Yeah. I am a photographer. I love it. Video photography, editing. I'm going to learn that. You might need to teach me.
Oh, I'm not good at photography or video editing. I just like just messing with it. I don't know. Photography, I really am not good at all. But I like it. You know, I like it. And video editing, kind of the same thing. And now it's interesting with the iPhones and just technology in general. You can do so many cool things with video just on your phone, you know.
Right. So. Now you had also said that your dream job would be to be a house DJ.
Yeah.
So do you have the equipment? I could set you up somewhere and listen to you spin?
No. I done it a couple of times in the past. I used to work at a outdoors bar club in Spain when I was an undergrad there, and I did it a couple of times. I was terrible at it. I'm not talented for it, but
you love it.
But I love it, yeah.
Okay. So the last thing I want to ask you is, you say you speak Portuguese and Spanish. I want you to say, Terry, all your dreams are going to come true in Portuguese.
Terry, todos vossos sonhos vai ser verdade.
There you have it. All my dreams are going to come true. So meet us next in the kitchen while we make tortillas de patatas here with Ruben.
There you go.
The Marketplace at Joplin Greenhouse is the best place in town for organic produce. The Marketplace houses Joplin's only organic coffee bar, featuring fresh local coffee beans. They have a wide variety of organic and gluten-free items, as well as local products including milk, eggs, chocolate, and fresh meats. So go visit the friendly and helpful staff at 2820 East 32nd Street in Joplin, in the Food for Less parking lot.
The Missouri Southern State University Bookstore is your place to find all things MoSo. We have a wide selection of Missouri Southern apparel and gear to choose from, so you'll have no problem showing your lion pride. Our bookstore is also the place to find books and other supplies required for class. So whether you need apparel, books, or just a snack, come out to the Missouri Southern Bookstore located in the Billingsley Student Center on the campus of Missouri Southern State University.
Catch complete coverage of Joplin City Council meetings only on KGCS TV, Channel 22, keeping the citizens of the Joplin, Missouri area informed and in the know for the past 30 years. Live at 6 p.m., first and third Mondays of each month, rebroadcast on the first and third Tuesdays of each month. Catch Joplin City Council only on KGCS TV, Channel 22.
Welcome back to Homestyle Southern Cooking. We're in the kitchen with Ruben Galvez, the newest Spanish professor here at Missouri Southern. Today he's going to show us a traditional Spanish dish, tortilla de patata.
There you go.
The thing is, though, tortilla in Spain has a different meaning in America. So what does it mean, Ruben?
Omelette.
Omelette. All right, awesome. Well, let's see how this dish is prepared. So how do we start?
All right, so the first thing you do is you put a chunk of olive oil. I never really measure anything. I kind of just go with it. So if you look at this bottle, you can literally put everything on it.
Right.
So I guess it would be a 8.5 ounces.
So quite a bit of olive oil.
Yep, that's the expensive part.
Right.
But
and then you get your oil hot. And then we add our cut down hash browns. Now you can buy these pre-frozen, cut down already, or you can cut them down like we did. So here, let's start putting these in there. Woo! Sizzle, sizzle.
And what you find out is that the taste is as good whether it's fresh potatoes or hash browns, like, you know, the frozen ones.
Very good. So potato's kind of a potato, right?
Yeah, the end product is, the taste is as good, I think. So it's probably just easier to buy, you know, the frozen ones.
Right. Unless you're like me and you enjoy slicing and dicing in the kitchen, it's kind of a therapy for me to cook. So we've almost got all these in here. Now, how long do you think it takes for these to cook down?
It depends. I mean, you just put it on a low cook, you know, maybe number 2, number 3, until they're tender, basically.
Now, how many eggs are we going to use?
I'd say probably, given the size of the pan, maybe 7.
Okay.
6 or 7.
6 or 7 eggs. So a little bit, half a dozen is a good count.
There you go.
So we have our soft potatoes and we have our whipped up eggs with a little bit of milk. What is our next step?
Just the slices of cheese, just make them smaller.
Break them down?
And just yeah.
Okay, so we've got these cooked down. Now what is our next step? Mind you, it takes about half an hour to cook these down correctly.
Yeah, it really depends. You just kind of test it. Whenever you see they're soft, then just go ahead, and what you do is you want to take all the potatoes and throw it in here. Now the olive oil, you can put some of the olive oil with it. You don't want to throw it all in there. You want to leave a little bit in the pan.
Okay, well, let me start getting that. Let's get another spatula here. Well, this one will be good. So we'll get these in here.
All right.
We're going to leave our oil. I don't want to burn myself. Okay, I'll use these two together.
For a little bit, maybe like 5-10 minutes.
Okay. Now that's not too long. So is this the kind of meal that you would have like at a holiday or every day?
It'll be like maybe a couple times a week.
Okay, so a pretty everyday type of meal.
Yeah.
All right, so we have those in there. And now show us the next step.
When we throw all of this in the pan, it doesn't stick.
Okay.
Right, so just kind of hold it a little bit. And then let me just stir this. Mix it all together. Make sure it's all well mixed.
It already looks kind of good. You know what's coming though, so you know it's going to be great. I've never had anything like this before.
I will tell you, sometimes I've gone through periods where I've made it too much. Or my wife, she actually makes it. she makes it better than me now. You know, go through periods you kind of get sick of it when you eat something like pretty often.
Yes.
So I go back and forth.
Right.
But right now I'm actually in the period where I'm wanting to eat it. So. All
Okay,
right,
so we've got it good and mixed up.
Yep. And then we just throw it all in here.
So very much like an omelet.
Yep. Thank you. And usually the cheese will...
Has mixed in better. It didn't mix it very well.
Yeah. No, that's fine. This is very normal with the cheese. You just kind of spread it apart. So Typically, you might want to have a smaller pan, and instead of a big pan where you just have a small layer or a short layer, what you do is have a smaller pan with a thicker layer.
I see.
Because if it's not very thick, then when you eat the tortilla, it's gonna taste a little bit dry probably, even if you add the milk.
I see.
So you want to have it
a nice thick layer.
Juicy.
And so after cooking it for about how long here? About 5-10 minutes, you say?
Yeah.
With one good flip, we get this beautiful end-all product by the magic of television. Look at this. I'm excited.
Yep. And it looks like potato pie, basically.
Potato pie. Potato omelet pie. All right. Well, we need to get a fork here. I can't believe I don't have my forks out. All right. You ready to try it with me? Let's put it up here.
Yep.
It looks so good. I'm going to dig right in. You don't care, do you?
Not at all.
Good.
You go for it. You should get a little bit of the cheese part.
Okay.
That makes it better. Try that part.
With the cheese right there? It is good. It's very good. It's not what I expected.
No?
Well, that's awesome. Thank you for joining us. And thank you, Ruben, for teaching us how to make this amazing tortilla de patata, this omelet. I love it so much. My family's going to appreciate it, too, because I'm making this for them for breakfast.
Well, thank you. And I tell you one thing. Thanks for letting me show this special dish.
No problem. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, and we'll see you here soon.
You stand beside me each Saturday, wrapped up against the crisp fall chill and driving rain, scarf around your neck to protect your clean-shaven face, muttering underneath your breath and cursing at the refs. You always keep a folded program in your back pocket. They say you've been coming here for years, that you were the original fan. You remember seeing Rod Smith run and even saw the championship in '72. You are the murmur of the crowd and the waves of applause dancing along the field. You are the roar of the score and the shh before. You are the disappointed sigh and the laughter among the children. You often smile as you head for the exits with the drums still pounding in your ears. I doubt I'll ever know your name, but they say you are a Lionbacker.
At Missouri Southern, we believe achieving a university education should be possible for everyone. That is why we are working hard to make earning a university education accessible and always an excellent value. As a graduate of Missouri Southern, you should expect to reach your career goals. Take a look at our graduates in health sciences, teacher education, business, or biology. Their success can be yours. Come check out Missouri Southern, apply for admission, and see where your academic career can take you.
Welcome back to Homestyle Southern Cooking. We're back in the kitchen to recreate a Spanish tortilla. We're going to show you a couple different ways you can do this, and we're going to change it up a little bit so it's easier for you to cook in the dorm. All right, what we're going to do first is we're going to make an easy peasy method in the waffle iron. We're going to get it really good and greasy here. We've got it preheated, and we want to put 2 eggs in a bowl, and we're going to put a little bit of ham. We're going to put a little bit of peppers because I like a lot of this stuff. And we're going to put a little bit of cheese. I'm not going to add potato to this one just because I'm not going to. But you could, because the thing about an omelet is you can add whatever you want to it. So we're going to drop this in here. Ooh, hear it sizzle? Very nice. And then we're going to close it up. We're going to check on it here in a few minutes. What I'm going to do now, though, is show you the longer version that you can do in the crock pot. Now, this will take about 7 to 8 hours on low. If you want to cut your cooking time in half, you could put it on high for about 4 hours. And this one's super easy. I like to make my own stuff, so I have cut some ham down, and that'll be my first layer. Now I'm going to shred my own washed potato with my tinfoil scrub, and I'm going to make hash browns. Now, I didn't put any milk in my omelet in the waffle maker because I didn't want it to get too fluffy, but I am going to add milk to my eggs when I do it in the crock pot because I like fluffy in here. So now I have 2 layers. I have my potato layer on top of my meat. I'm going to put a nice cheese layer. I'm going to put some peppers. And then I'm going to make another egg mixture. So what we'll do here is we take our fresh farm eggs that I got from the marketplace at Joplin greenhouse. And we're going to put about 6 eggs in here. 6 is about the max for a small crock pot like this. If you had a bigger one, you could definitely go bigger. And of course, you'll want to pull out the eggshells if you're messy like I am. So we've got our eggs. Did you see that? That was great. There's messes in the kitchen all the time. All right, so we've got this mixed up here. Doesn't take very much. We're going to add a little bit of milk. Not too much, because again, the more milk you add, the fluffier and the wetter your eggs are going to be at the end. Now I like to add a little salt and pepper. I like a lot of seasoning. And then I'm going to simply pour over the crock pot. Just coat that stuff right there. Now you don't want to mix it or anything. You just want to cover it now and then cook it. And in about, like I said, 7 hours, you're going to have this beautiful dish here, this crock pot omelet. So we'll set that right there. We're going to come back here and check on our waffle omelet. Let's see how it's looking. Oh, looky there. So nice. So what we want to do, is not burn ourselves while we pull it out. Coming all in one nice piece here. Flip it over. Look at that. Beautiful omelet out of your waffle maker. So these are 2 great ideas for you to make waffles in your dorm room.
The Missouri Southern State University Bookstore is your place to find all things MoSo. We have a wide selection of Missouri Southern apparel and gear to choose from, so you'll have no problem showing your lion pride. Our bookstore is also the place to find books and other supplies required for class. So whether you need apparel, books, or just a snack, come out to the Missouri Southern Bookstore located in the Billingsley Student Center on the campus of Missouri Southern State University.
Catch complete coverage of Joplin City Council meetings only on KGCS-TV, Channel 22, keeping the citizens of the Joplin, Missouri area informed and in the know for the past 30 years. Live at 6 p.m., first and third Mondays of each month, rebroadcast on the first and third Tuesdays of each month. Catch Joplin City Council only on KGCS-TV, Channel 22.
Hey Tawny, did you remember to pick up those fresh herbs from the market for me?
Oh, you know what, Terry? I completely forgot.
It's all right.
So what are we going to do?
Well, we're just going to zhuzh up these old herbs we've got, I guess. Could you hand me that olive oil?
Yes, here you go.
Okay, so I'm going to turn my pan up. It's already pretty high because we were going to cook the ham. So first I'm going to add this olive oil then.
Okay.
And we're going to spread it around a little bit. Now I think, hand me that onion powder.
Okay, there you
I
are.
like to use this one with the ham. So then we're going to add our powders. We're only going to put in what we're going to use today because it's not going to be able to be cooked and then saved.
Okay.
So I'm going to...
And this just cooks it up really quickly?
Yeah, they're zhuzhed right back up. And now we
Perfect.
can just add our ham to it.
Perfect. Here.
You learn something new every day, don't you?
Yes.
The Marketplace at Joplin Greenhouse is the best place in town for organic produce. The Marketplace houses Joplin's only organic coffee bar, featuring fresh local coffee beans. They have a wide variety of organic and gluten-free items, as well as local products including milk, eggs, chocolate, and fresh meats. So go visit the friendly and helpful staff at 2820 East 32nd Street in Joplin, in the Food for Less parking lot.
At Missouri Southern, we believe achieving a university education should be possible for everyone. That is why we are working hard to make earning a university education accessible and always an excellent value. As a graduate of Missouri Southern, you should expect to reach your career goals. Take a look at our graduates in health sciences, teacher education, business, or biology. Their success can be yours. Come check out Missouri Southern, apply for admission, and see where your academic career can take you.
Promotional consideration has been provided by Pearl Brothers True Value, proud sponsor of Missouri Southern State University.
Welcome back to Homestyle Southern Cooking. We're in the dining room. I'm joined with Tawny Lyon, my producer.
How are you?
Hey, girl, I'm so fine. What did we learn this week? Hola.
Hola. We learned about tortillas de patatas.
We did.
Yes.
That was really good. I didn't expect it to be an omelet.
You know, me either. I wasn't expecting breakfast food.
Right, but like he said, traditionally, that's not a breakfast meal in Spain.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
was interesting.
That was like something new I learned, because obviously here that's obviously more like a breakfast cuisine than it is
Exactly.
there.
Did you love those aprons he brought?
They were so cute, and I
know.
love that his little Spanish apron. That was really cute.
That was cute. I like the pink and blue one I had. I wanted to steal it. I love aprons. What can I say?
It was probably his wife's. They probably used them to cook together.
I know, that's what's so cute. I mean, we have our aprons that Executive Tailoring made us, but hey, if you want to bring aprons when you're a guest, please do.
Yeah,
That was so cute.
We don't mind wearing them.
No. And what about his little baby, little Enrique?
Oh, Enrique, he was so adorable, and so was his wife. She was a sweetheart.
Yes, if they were on television, they could be I Love Lucy. Like, they're the perfect little
But
little
it would be I
family.
Love Jordan.
It would
'cause
be I
that's-
Love Jordan.
Oh my gosh.
They are a cute family.
They really are, yes. They're adorable.
So, we made this crock pot omelet.
Yes.
The waffle omelet didn't make it.
No,
It got ate before we got in here by
the
the
crew devoured it. So
It
let's
was
try
really good.
this.
Yeah.
I bet it's really good.
It was really easy to put together, that's for sure.
They always are.
That's the thing about a crock pot.
Mm-hmm.
It
Oh,
is
that's
good.
amazing.
Flavorful.
Mm-hmm. I love that you added the ham to it. That was something different too.
I made it more like a Western omelet.
Yeah, and I like that. It just adds something different to it.
You could add broccoli and cheese to it. I mean, you could add anything. It's just really what you like.
Yeah, so you could eat it as a dinner or lunch item, just
Yeah.
depending on what you add to it.
It could be kind of like a crock pot quiche.
Yes. Oh, I love quiche.
I hear real men don't eat quiche, but real women do.
That's right. I'm one of them.
So it was a really good show. I had a good time. I'd also like to thank Pearl Brothers, our sponsor who provided all these amazing appliances we have. Our crock pot to our beautiful pots and pans set. Thank you so much, Pearl Brothers. So it's really been a great episode.
It really has been.
So thank you so much for joining us. I'd like to thank Ruben Galvey and his family for joining us. We really loved having you. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors, and I definitely would like to thank my crew. Thank you guys so much. I couldn't do it without you.
We couldn't do it without you, Terry. You're amazing.
Oh, I love you. So thanks for joining us, and don't forget to join us next week on Homestyle Southern Cooking.